Hello and happy finally summer from Radically Rational and radicallyrational.com. Look, I'm a native Texan. Yes, I played Texas high school football, so I know from heat, okay? Hokey smokes, Bullwinkle. I used to live in Arizona for a while, and there's a difference between Tucson heat and Phoenix heat. Tucson heat is like being on the surface of Mercury. Phoenix heat is like actually landing on the sun. We experienced Phoenix heat yesterday, and there is more on the way. But it's always something. They're gonna bitch about this or they're gonna bitch about that, and there's no consistency whatsoever. Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about the cult. They bitch that DOJ doesn't pursue Hunter Biden. And then they bitch when DOJ does. And this idea of sweetheart deal, that's just something you find politically expedient. Once again, you have no evidence. You never do about anything. What are you basing this on? Certainly not a legal precedent. Certainly not sentencing guidelines. This is the way these kinds of cases are handled. And it's completely consistent. All right, now let me ask you this question. And yeah, I'm going to stick you in a box canyon right now. So you make the completely unfounded, groundless, zero evidence charge that Joe Biden was behind weaponizing DOJ to go after Donald Trump. Not a shred of evidence. In fact, evidence to the contrary. All right, but then be consistent. If he did that, did Joe Biden weaponize DOJ to go after Hunter Biden? You can't have it both ways. Try as you might. And sweetheart deal? You want a sweetheart deal? See Stone Roger. Unbelievable. All right, even BB doesn't know this is about to fly out of my mouth. I read in the newspaper, I read in the paper the other day that Will Hurd is considering making a run for the presidency. I'd have to give that some serious thought. Will Hurd's a smart man. And Will Hurd, and this is my number one qualification in a presidential candidate, ain't crazy. And then let's apply a practical, immediate test. Would Will Hurd be a better president than Donald Trump? Yes. Would Will Hurd be a better president than Joe Biden? Yes, I'd have to give that some thought. Sports, Wemby mania here in San Antonio. So here's what we did. My good friend and our RR partner, Anthony Pittman, wrote this wonderful column about Wemby mania in San Antonio and how it's time to crank up the machine again. And here we go with the Spurs. And it's absolutely great. So I wanted to make this as visible as we possibly could. So we posted Anthony's column on the Paul's Daily Ration page and the sports page and the guest column page. So all you got to do is go to Radically Rational and you're going to find it. Tyreek Hill, what's the matter with you? You slap a marina attendant in the back of the head. What did he do? And for now, it's the marina attendant who's being cool because up to now, he's not pressing charges. But that's not the kind of distraction that the Dolphins or anybody else need. You know, part of being radically rational is being willing to change your mind in the presence of contradictory evidence and talking to smart people. Here's the thing. When the NFL first announced this new rule about being able to fair catch a kickoff, you remember my reaction. Yeah, all right, this ain't the end of the world. And then I started listening attentively to NFL special teams coaches and head coaches and analysts and general managers. It's a bad rule, and there are unintended consequences here. Now, this rule was put forth in the name of safety, but think about it. And I didn't initially have this position. Not only is this not going to make the game safer, it may make it more dangerous. Think about this. You got a pop-up kick inside the 20-yard line. Well, you're still going to have these train wreck collisions going on behind it. And then here's the other thing. A squib kick on the ground inside the 20. you're going to see scrums the likes of which you've never seen. Not only does it not make the game safer, it arguably makes it more dangerous. All right, this is kind of the dead time in the NFL. In fact, everybody's taking about 4 weeks off before they come back to training camp. We're going to be following that very, very closely. So for today, I want to tell you this too. The podcast that we shot yesterday, oh man, Dr. Jim Largent is one of the most enlightened educators in Texas public school history. And we went over all of these things that have Texas public education on the critical list right now, but Dr. Largent made some prescriptions that we all should listen to and attend. Okay, so that podcast episode being all shined up like a dime today, and we'll have it for you tomorrow. As for today, stay cool in every way possible. We are radically rational.